play one with Charbelcher, which I think, like, I mean, we broke even with that deck, but it's like, it always just feels like if I'm trying to play this deck, why am I not just playing this deck? So this might is a Charbelcher deck. I personally like this one better. Just gonna put everything into their respective piles. Okay, so this deck is classified in combo, protection, and interaction, and ramp. So like this can counter spells, but it ramps you too if you counter. So on turn 1 we can 0 mana this out to counter something opponent plays, but then counter it ourselves. Get treasures, 2 treasures on turn 1. That gives us a potential turn 2 kill. We have one of these so that if these get Fragment Reality, you still get something out of it. 4 Reckless Barbarians, 2 mana, ramp 2. 3 Strike It Rich. This is the toolbox. We have 1 Surgical Extraction, 1 Cyclonic Rift, and 1 Brotherhood's End, and 4 Gambles. So you can use Gamble to grab one of these cards if it would make a difference in the game, or you can use Gamble to get win conditions, or ramp, or whatever. Then we have our enablers. So Leyline of Anticipation allows us to do things like cast Charbelcher at the end of their turn. And Ironcrag Feet gives us 7 mana. We need 7 mana to combo. And then we have our payoffs. This costs 4, and then 3 to tap, and it just kills the opponent. And this costs 5, and then 3 to tap, and it just kills the opponent. So you need 8 mana to do this, which would be this plus 1. And you need 7 mana to do this. As far as land, we have 4x Rush of Inspiration, 3 Hydroelectric Specimen, 4 Sink into Stupor, 4 Sundering Eruption, 3 Pinnacle Monk, and 4 Shatter Skull Smash. So yeah, let's do it. This is probably, if I had to pick one deck that I feel like is just the most consistently strong, it's this deck. Like the Persist Reanimator Scholar deck is also really strong, and it can more often go off on turn 2 than this deck can, but it's vulnerable to Graveyard Hate, and this deck is not. So it's a trade-off. So like this is perfect. So we're just going to keep 7. We have end of his turn Reckless Barbarian on turn 2. That gives us 4 mana that we need to cast Charbelcher. And we can cast it at instant speed. So we can cast it at the end of the opponent's turn, for example. How are you casting this on your turn, dude? So I don't know that we want to cast Charbelcher here. We might want to tutor up. And so like we could gamble. Okay, yeah. We don't want to cast it here. We're worried about opponent having removal and setting up with counterspell. So what we'll do is we'll gamble. And we could go 2 routes. We could grab Ironcrag Feet, and then we're just like sitting here the rest. I don't think so. I think we want Pact. Oh, great. Okay, fair enough. All right. So I think I am gonna fire off a Charbelcher here. It's risky. It's risky. So if he has targeted removal, we can counter it, but then he gets mana and we're out of mana. Alright. We're chilling. Nope. Chilling. Blue mana would be excellent. Like, one more mana, 0. Then you may pay any amount. Okay, so... do we just offer this? Okay, so we just win then? Never mind. I mean, we did the right play. Like, we had to do what we had to do. We're drawing like shit now. Like, this is bad. So, like, we had to do that because if we played out the Charbelcher, it would just get blown up by the Wrath of the Skies. Because he's going to pay 4. So we, like, literally have to... We don't have a choice. And we stalled on mana, so, like, we were worried about... Okay, sure. I should have just played it when he was tapped out. It's going to be all counter spells. Well, he had Wrath. Wrath of the Skies. Wrath of the Skies is a really good card, actually. It's artifacts, creature, and enchantments. You just need to run some enabling cards, energy cards, which isn't that bad anyway. Alright, give me land. I'm just gonna scoop. We're doomed. This is like the worst thing that could happen is that we draw like Belcher, Plunder's Prize, Belcher, Plunder's Prize, Belcher, Plunder's Prize while we're sitting on 3 mana. Okay, this is good. We can definitely work with this. We have a gamble we might potentially need to use, so we're only going to put one of these down. But our most likely thing that we're going to do is cast Gamble and counter it. So we'll just go tapped right now. Alright, because we have Leyline in play, we don't have to do that on our turn, we can wait. It's always better to wait. Okay, sure. So now we go full control, cast Gamble, offer, you can't refuse the Gamble. That ramps us 2. Now we have 4. Play this tapped because we don't need to take any more damage. We have to live one more turn. And just play out Charbelcher at the end of the opponent's turn. Okay. Take 8. Cast Charbelcher. Thanks. Good game, dude. Who's next? Who's next? We got Ramp, we got Belcher. Let's try it. Worm's Chin. Okay, sure. Worm's Chin. Alright, sure. If I get a land, we win. I'm just thinking. Force him to have it. If he has the answer for this, what would it be? Fragment? But that just gives us more mana? Yeah, okay. Oh, you're dead. I mean, I don't have to do anything till the end of his turn. Too funny. And like, can you imagine how much more difficult that would have been if I had to win with like a bunch of 3/3 dorks? Like, he probably had Divine Purge. Alright, this is good. We have ramp. This is actually quite good. Competitive hand here. Play this tapped. Play the treasure next turn. Five. Yikes. That's spooky. I think we live. Maybe. I might have should have. I'm just thinking, I think we have to gamble here. So it went from good to bad, because like, we have the hand to kill him, but that's too fast for us. So now, I think we should gamble, actually. Um, so we're gonna need our only shot, Cyclonic Rift. Okay. He's leaving one untapped, which means he probably has protection, but we might as well let him try to go off. Because, like, it is what it is. Okay, Sheltered by Ghosts. Let that in. No, we don't let that in. Alright, yeah, we're dead. So, like, we had to change routes. Charbelcher was no longer fast enough the way we had it. So we had to try, but sometimes you just... They just have your number, you know? Like... I knew he had it. Or he was playing like he had it. Alright. This is good. With Reckless Barbarian, I think we can put Strike Rich back. Yeah, for sure. Because we can run this out in front of this guy to Souls when he attacks with it. We have to shock this in, actually, because opponent, again, can potentially combo out faster than we can, so we need the ability to go all in and Shatter Skull smashing. For one? Okay. So we had to stay open until the end of his turn in case he hit his combo, because we could have smashed the 2-3, but not the Trelisara, and then immediately surgicaled it. That was the plan anyway, but he fucked up, so... I don't know if he fucked up or if it was supposed to be a bluff or what. But I can count. One is not two. I think the mana situation is not viable. Alright. Put one of these back. Run it like this. And we have to gamble for our surgical. And he just hits on turn one, huh? If we had an untapped land, we would be fine, but we have a tap land. So we're probably dead. He has to hit. Like, it doesn't really matter too much for us. If he doesn't hit good with this breach, then it's whatever. So he hit Conspiracy Unraveler, so now he needs something in his hand. And on our side, he got Pinnacle Monk, which can get back... not much, actually. Just returning a card to your hand isn't going to do much to win this turn. But I mean, this board state is just lethal for us anyway. So if I gamble and play a tap land, he's stalled. We have to grab... there's no way, we just can't. We're just dead to the, what, how did he... oh, I see. We're just dead. 3-3. Alright, let's do one more. Be right back.